Hello everyone, I just wanted to catch you up on a few items that have come across the last couple of days. First of all, apparently the reading quizzes from my previous course were carried forward into this course and they weren't supposed to be. I apologize for that. I've since deleted all of those. The only quizzes covering the reading material are all those through Sage Vantage. So the learning checks and the end of chapter quizzes, there are two separate grades for those. For the end of chapter quizzes, there's one grade, and then there's kind of I think I've called it participation. So you'll do the quizzes and the demonstrations. And don't stress if you don't get to one of those, not a big deal. There's more points available than there are you're going to be tested or graded over. Plenty of opportunity for you to get those. If you miss one, don't worry about it. If you've done the bulk of them, you'll be fine. I know that's amorphous, but I intentionally make it that way just so as long as you're doing work and it's clear that you've been trying, that's all that's required for that particular grade. There are also some demonstrations throughout the modules. Those are optional. You can just go and do them. Don't turn anything in for them. They're just there if you want some more information, if you want to see how some of these tasks work, because it's easier to understand them if you've actually done them. So they're there for you. I used to require them. I don't anymore because now there's a lot of that embedded in the Sage Vantage material, and I didn't want to overload you all with too much junk. Third is we're coming up on the midterm at the end of next week. A couple of things with that. First of all, make sure that you have set up Proctorio on your computer, whatever computer it is you plan to take the midterm from. There are instructions on how to do that and a sample quiz all in the orientation module, which I'm sure you all diligently went through page by page. Just make sure you go through and follow those instructions because we want to make sure that you can get the midterm done in a timely manner. The second thing is I start back at my job as a barista on Monday, so I will be less available to answer questions on email. I'll still be available. Drop me an email, but Monday, Wednesday, Friday during the day, don't expect a response because I'll be at work. So that is most of what I wanted to update. Now I'm going to be posting some information about the midterm. There'll be a proctored standard multiple choice exam for you to complete. There will also be a couple of take-home questions, and those I'm working on. One of them I talked about previously was to do some brain games and then write up about those. So if you go to Lumosity, or there's another app called Peak you have to download the app, and Lumosity it's easier if you download the app. I will try to post some screen grab videos of some tasks and the kind of things I want you to be thinking about. I have not had much luck logging into the Lumosity website, and so there's some technical issues I got to work out to get some high quality videos. But for example, on Lumosity there is a game called Lost in Migration or something, I can't remember, and it's basically birds. And your task is to swipe in the direction or arrow in the direction if you're on a keyboard that the middle bird is pointing, and then the surrounding birds will point either in the same direction or a different direction. This is just a gamed up version of what we call the flanker task, where your task is to pay attention to the middle stimulus and ignore the flankers. That's what that is. So the exam question will be whatever game it is you decided to write about. If it's not Peak or Lumosity, if you could let me know in advance, that'd be great. If not, it's fine. I'll deal with it. You can choose whatever brain game you want. And there'll be questions like, what cognitive process does this test? How is it like a laboratory test? Is there a laboratory analog? Etc. So those are the kind of things you'll be looking at. And then there'll be another take-home question about cognitive processes out in your regular everyday life. So maybe something about visual search, how that works at the grocery store, something like that. Anyway, so that is a quick little update. I hope you guys are enjoying the course. I did finally, I don't have it in front of me at the moment, finally got a paper version of the textbook. So I'm getting a chance to go through and read that. And finally, the instructional design team and I were trying to figure out one of the best ways to integrate the Sage Vantage materials, because it's the first time I've done it. And so the first half of the course will be the way you see it now, where there's the video lectures and the quizzes and stuff, and then all of the Sage stuff. And then I think in the second half, we're going to put all the Sage stuff on one page that you can then click through. And then I want you to notice and think about it. Send me an email, or there'll be some questions in the course evaluations about which of those you liked better. I'm also going to email the textbook, the main author, and see if there's anything he would like to know, because I think this is the first class that's used the textbook. I hope you're enjoying it. It's been kind of fun to go through and see the stuff that I wrote and how it finally came out on my end, so that's kind of fun. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great summer. Let me know if you need anything, and you guys take care.